Welcome to Freestyle Fridays. If this is your first time listening to Freestyle Friday, this is uncut, unedited, uncensored, unscripted. It's just myself and a microphone. Sometimes it's teaching lessons that I just learned. Sometimes it's some rants or some other things. But today, I'm going to do a little review for an event I was at a couple weeks ago. Called the Forward event in Las Vegas. It was the fourth time I went. It's one of my favorite events every year. Actually, I've gone to the point now where I might go to one or two events total a year, and this is the one I go to every year. Here's what I like most about it. The first thing is it's a mortgage and a real estate event that doesn't talk about doing more mortgages, closing more mortgage deals, or more real estate deals. It talks about everything else that makes you better in the things that can make those things happen, right? It's not a bunch of people on stage talking about all their successes and bragging and telling you all the great things they've done and how you should do this too. It's literally people in different areas of life, whether it was AI, motivation, understanding how to communicate, just different areas, the things that you need to be successful in any business. And that's what I enjoy about it most. You know, the second thing is it's an event I go to every year that I get to see some of my friends that I only see once or twice a year. Great event, something like you've never seen before. I'm telling you, when you get there, if you have a chance to go next year, the tickets will sell out fast when they come available. But the energy is strong from the moment you get there to the time you leave on Saturday. The cool thing about that is that that's so rare in Las Vegas, right? We've all been to events in Las Vegas where everybody's fired up the morning of the first day. Half people leave at lunch, don't come back. And then another half of that half don't show up the next day because they partied too much the night before. That's not the way it is. People are waiting in line 40 minutes before the doors open. And they're ready to get in the room, right? Like they're ready to go. They're ready to bring the energy. And that makes the event so different than any other event you go to where the doors are open, you walk in, you grab your seat. It's just like another day at the office. This is not another day at the office. This is bring a notebook, bring your Remarkable, bring your iPad, take some notes, and take some action. So my favorite speakers this year, I would say that Ed Mylett, by far, was the best I'd ever seen him. I'm a big Ed Mylett fan. I saw Ed Mylett speak just 2 weeks before this at a different event, but for the sixth time, this was the sixth time I'd seen him speak live. And he had a little bit of the same story in the beginning, which made me concerned. I'm like, okay, well, this is going to be the same thing I just heard a couple weeks ago. And then all of a sudden it went in a direction I'd never seen him go before. And he went for an hour and 15 minutes. Like, just the way he controls his tone, the way he keeps you involved, the way he makes you laugh. By far the best, the top rated speaker in the country. And he's very good at his craft, very good at delivering, making you feel like you're the person he's talking to. And just an incredible speaker. And I really enjoy listening to him on not even live, his podcasts and everything else. Ryan Leak, another one of my favorite speakers. Ryan does a great job. He's different. He makes you think about things and stuff that's going on in the world around you and how to be better in leadership roles or better as a friend or better in relationships. Just a solid communicator with a lot of the right questions. And then Brian Miller did an incredible job. He was there the year before too. Brian just wrote a book called The One Page Keynote, which I've read, and I'm going to implement some of those things into some of my speaking coming up. But Brian knows how to connect with the crowd and the audience as well. You know, it comes down to sometimes you get speakers on stage that are just yelling and using what I call word salad. It's just a bunch of stuff. You're like, what is he even saying? And then you've got guys that really are dialed into their craft and understanding the importance of delivering a meaningful story, a meaningful experience, and giving you something that you can take away right now and utilize and put in place. There were several other great speakers. I mean, really solid speakers. But that's my top three. And I will be back at the Ford event again next year. Bought my tickets at the event while I was there, just so I'm already committed to going back and ready to go. Now, my big goal is to, I put it on my board every year, is to speak at Ford one day. And Neil knows that. I pepper him with text messages throughout the year to try to get on stage. And hopefully with the new book that's coming out in a couple months, that'll get enough interest to be able to make, who knows, maybe Chris Welton's on stage speaking at Ford this coming year. But if you're looking for an event to go to next year and you want to do something different with high energy, and it's in Vegas, but it's not your typical Vegas event. Trust me on that, because if it was, I wouldn't be there. Not a fan of events in Vegas, but except this one. It's a great time. They're very in tune with what you need and what's going on in the market around you, but not a bunch of people on stage, not a bunch of success zombies on stage telling you how great everybody's doing. None of this bullshit, but they will share some successes and failures with you. But the whole is how can I be a better person to do better in business and life? That's really my take on the event. If you've been to the event, shoot me a DM in comments and see if you agree with what I'm saying. I'd like to know if you had the same opinion. If you haven't been, get ready. Look up the Ford event online and find out when the tickets become available again, and be on there the day they sell, because they will sell out. Have a great day.